Welcome to mikegoldengames and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. It has been about a year and 5 months or so since we've played this game last. A whole bunch of new DLC has come out since then. And yeah, so we're going to be doing one of the new DLCs here. Let's get down here and speak with Tavish right here. So if you guys haven't seen the gameplay of my gameplay of Kingdom Come Deliverance yet, I do have a playlist on my channel. So if you want to check them out, check out that playlist. And anyways, let's get over here and speak with Lord Tavish, or Sir... This is not Tavish. This is Sir Radzig. That's right. Radzig, sir.
Greetings, Henry.
Greetings.
I hear you won the Rattay tourney.
Oh, yes,
Well
I did.
done, lad.
I was messing around last night just to get back into the game because I saw the DLCs on sale on Steam. It was like a 48-hour sale. So, yeah, this episode's probably going to go up on Tuesday, maybe? Or maybe sometime later in the week. But the sale's probably going to be over. I apologize for that. Anyways, we have a new DLC here about the danger on the roads.
Sir, can I ask you about something?
Of course, Henry.
Well, I thought since we chased the bandits out of Pribyslavitz, the roads would be safer.
I mean, I also changed the graphic settings a bit. I boosted them up and turned off motion blur.
In your opinion,
So we'll see how the recording is. I hope it's enjoyable. If you do enjoy it, hit the like button. That does help me out when you do that.
Easy, lad.
We'll let
I'm
them
only
talk.
pulling your leg. You're quite right. The roads really aren't safe. Mostly due to one thing. My garrison is a shamble these days. I lost most of my men in Skalitz, and what I'm left with after Pribyslavitz is hardly enough even to guard Pigstein.
Yes.
Let alone guarding the roads and patrolling the rest of the province. I simply don't have the men.
Uh-huh. I understand.
That
So
is,
my armor
I
needs to be
didn't have
fixed
the
up a
men.
little bit.
As it happens, you've come at just the right time. Recently, I asked an old acquaintance for help. Sir Kuno of Rickwald and his mercenary band. The men who ride with him are a rough lot, mostly former convicts,
Ooh.
but they're as capable as any squad of soldiers.
Well, excuse me for being so bold, but there's plenty of mercenaries around. Surely you can find a more respectable band?
Yeah,
you
that's
have
a
a
good
point,
question.
lad, but I'd like to tell you I talked to Kuno because I trust him.
Okay.
But actually my reasons are of a more pragmatic nature. You see, Kuno owes me a favor, so he'll serve me free of charge.
Oh,
So-
it's pretty nice.
You want me to join them?
Yes, but that's not all. I told Kuno I'd send him a guide, but really what I need is for someone to keep a close eye on him and his men. Someone
Okay.
reliable. And I'd say
I feel
you
like
fit the
there might
part.
be an
Go
arrow
report
pointed
to
in
him
my
at his
back. I don't
encampment.
know.
You'll ride with his band on patrols and make sure they don't get too disorderly.
Alright, I'll do it. Who is Kuno of Reichwald?
Who is this Sir Kuno of Rickwald?
He's the last
Cool.
baron of the House of Rickwald, which became impoverished. So he took to the mercenary trade, like many poor noblemen do, unless they become robbers, which often isn't all that different. He's certainly an entertaining companion, but as a mercenary, well, let's just say he has his own particular approach to certain matters.
That sounds a little
Okay.
worrying.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, it's nothing too bad. Just that now and again he needs reminding not to step over the line.
Gotcha, okay. Do you mind if I ask why he owes you?
How is he indebted to you?
I did him quite a big service, actually. I saved him from the hangman.
Oh,
Oh, that sounds like quite a story. How did it happen?
You should ask him. You'll be spending quite a while riding together, so it'll help pass the time. But one thing I can tell you, he seems to have taken inspiration from me. A lot of his men had their own encounters with the executioner too.
alright, I guess I'll do it, sir.
All right. I'll go and report to him.
Excellent. He set up camp between Rattay and Ledechko. It's a good base for covering the province. Good luck, Henry.
Alright, thank
And
you.
watch out for yourself.
I will, sir.
I will do my best.
Thanks.
Take care.
Right, quest started. Band of Bastards. Alright, sounds good. So actually, in the last episode of this game that we did, like I said, it was like a year and 5 or 6 months ago, we were doing the rebuilding of... let's go up here really quick. We're doing the rebuilding of... Let's get up north more. Pribyslavitz, that's right. So that was one of the DLCs, the one that came out before the one we're working on just this episode. Basically, we had to come up here, retake it from a bunch of bandits. It was a huge battle, and now we can actually rebuild it, which actually looks like we have a quest over there, which we need to do. We'll worry about that later. We also need to give them some more gold ration because they need some more money to continue building. So that's going to be put on hold for a little bit while we do this quest. So anyways, I hope you guys do enjoy the episode. Please hit the like button if you do. Look how beautiful my horse is. Let's get on my horse here, Sleipnir, which is actually one of the best horses in the game. So let's turn around here. Excuse me, gods. Excuse me. Coming through. Let's get around here. This is Lord Henry. I'm not sure. Am I a lord? I don't remember. But either way, I am pretty high ranked up there. I'm like Sir Division. Yeah. Anyways, let's get down this way. All right. So let's check the map really quick. We want to go over there. Okay. So let's just place a waypoint on the map, and the best way to get there is go down to the right, go across the bridge, and take a left. Okay. So it looks like we just need to go this way. But again, this is a first-person game, so if you are unfamiliar with this game, the combat in it can be very, let's just say there's a large learning curve to the combat, but once you master it, it is such a rewarding combat system. You'll see it once we get into combat. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get into combat in this episode or not. I have not played the DLC yet, so we will see. And I forgot, your horse auto rides on the roads when you hold down B on the controller. What is that? What is that? Oh! Oh, what are you doing, bud? Hey!
Shit.
Hey, what are you doing? Okay, we're in combat. Ow! That was a close one. Give me my sword. Give me my mace. Bah! Bah! Okay, bud. Who are you, dude? Bah! Blah! Tink! Tink! Bow! Oh! Ow! Okay. So, yeah, I need to get a little used to the combat again. It is super intuitive. So, as you can see, there are 5 ways and plus a 6th to go centered up and pop and pink! Got him. Damn. That was freaking crazy. Okay. So, there's some combat right there. A little foreshadowing, apparently. Let's mercy kill him here. Oh! Yikes. That was a little brutal. Okay, anyways, I hope you guys do enjoy the episode. Please hit the like button if you do. And maybe consider subscribing if you haven't already. Black Peter. What the? Okay, this was one of the guys that I fought in the tournament yesterday. What the heck? What a douche. Okay. Give me his stuff then. I can sell all this stuff for a lot of money. Let's take all this decorated. He's got 1.4 groschen, really? That's it? Marigold decoction. That's fine. 100? Yeah, I'll grab that too. Pilgrim shoes we don't need. Riveted. Worth 400 and worth 600. We'll grab it. Screw it. Page's sword. That really? He only has a page's sword. Yeah, so this guy, I believe this guy last night was actually pretty difficult in combat. But since I just did that, let's get back on my horse. And let's go over here carefully. Don't get knocked off by that. I want to go to my chest that I have in my house. And let's store this stuff. I don't want to speak with Teresa right now because we need to marry her. And also she has a new quest line from DLC as well. Where we actually get to play as her, I think. And it's basically, it takes place from her point of view from the start of the game. So it's pretty cool how you get to switch over to her and play as her. Anyways, let's open this up and store my stuff. Alright, we'll start the recording back up, and we'll cut it here. Alright, I just stored all the stuff I just picked up from him, so let's get out here and close the door. So the small details in this game are really freaking awesome. You can, open and close the door, and, like I said, it's a small detail. What do you want? Anyways, let's go over to my horse here. I don't know where I get horse armor. Going back to Elder Scrolls Oblivion, am I right? But yeah, so there's supposedly horse armor in the game. I have yet to find it, and I've got probably, let's see, 64 hours in the game as of last night. Or as of today. I guess that was an autosave from a little bit ago. Anyways, let's get over here and get over to the Band of Bastards. I really do hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I'll see you guys once we get there, because it is going to be a little bit of a walk or ride over there. I think we want to go this way. All right, boys, we are arriving at the camp. Go to Kuno's encampment.
I'll be with you. I'm looking for Sir Kuno.
Really beautiful cutscenes, I gotta say. Hello, do you
Sir
speak?
Kuno? Baron Rickvold. Isn't this his camp?
Hello?
You won't get nothing out of him. You must be Radzig's man. I heard he was supposed to send someone.
Yes,
Yes.
Sir Radzig sent me as a guide. I'm Henry.
I'm Jakey. And this here fella, we call the Stone.
I can see why. What's up with him? Cat got his tongue.
No, more like the dog got it.
Ooh.
The executioner's dog. When the executioner ripped it out of him. Anyway,
Damn.
you better come along with me. I'll introduce you to the other fellas. And the chief.
Okay, thank you. That sucks what happened to him.
These here are the Bearman brothers. Petter and Jan. They're a barrel of laughs. Except when they're too drunk.
Seems
to
like
say
they
two
need
words
some
together.
training.
Like now. Don't get on the wrong side of them, though. When their blood is up, well, it ain't a pretty sight.
Okay, so maybe they're decent in combat. Okay.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, I'm sure.
They're ready then.
Never mind the fancy poses, Stefan. You're trying to kill the fucker, not teach him how to dance. And you, Dangler, stand your ground. Don't let him lead you round by the nose.
Looks like he knows what
Sir?
he's doing, so that's good.
Well, sir, this is Henry. From Lord Kobler.
Ah, it's about time Radzig got round to this. We need someone who knows their way around these parts. Leave off with the bowing and curtsying. We don't hold with that tomfoolery here. Jakey,
Duly noted.
where the hell are you sneaking off to? Go to the farm and get water. The lads are thirsty.
But I went last time.
And you'll go next time, you ungrateful pup. Get your ass moving. Snot-nosed brat.
Hmm?
You put them out of a pile of shit, and they thank you with back talk. Where were we? Oh, yeah. We need a guide who knows these parts. So I hope I can rely on you, Herman.
It's Henry.
Right. Well, as I said to Radzig, I don't want to carry any dead weight. We could find ourselves in some very tight situations where every sword counts.
I know
yeah.
how to handle a sword, all right?
I've heard a lot of fellas say that. They still ended up on the wrong end of one. We'll find out.
Yes,
Stefan,
we will.
Take a break. Dangler, let's find out what Harold here can do.
Henry.
Sure.
Henry.
No problem, Chief.
All right, let's see what this guy can do. Let's get it. Prove you've got what it takes by beating Dangler in combat. Okay, why can I not pull my sword, damn it? What the? Okay. Well, but do I have a weapon or not? Pa! Ow. Okay. Okay, we got this. I'm stuck. I'm good. Yeah?
Fucking good.
Bah! Whoop-bah! Oof. Okay, I'm gonna wait till this guy comes at me. Come on, bro. You got this. Come on, swing. Swing, bada swing. Okay. Why are you trying to... Bah! 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 Oh, okay, that was a close one. You good, bud? Blink! Bah! Oof. I think he got me there. Buddy! And bah! Oh, block! Bah! Got him. I thought we were going to use wooden swords. Apparently, I was using my
badly
mace.
at all, I must say. You can ride with us.
Thank you.
All right, good. Thanks.
Don't thank me yet. You don't know what you're letting yourself in for.
I'm good for it. Tell me something about yourself.
Sir Kuno, can you tell me something about yourself?
Drop the sir. That title brought me nothing but grief. But what do you want to know?
About the Richwald family.
Sir Radzig told me the Rickvold family lost its wealth. How did that happen?
There's all sorts of ways to become impoverished. Nothing easier. Especially when your father's a fool. And your mother's mad as a bat.
Oh.
but it's a long and twisted story. We took our name from Rickval Castle, but that actually belonged to the convent of the Poor Clares in Tynitz, and my father only leased it. You see, he knew the abbess there since they were young. Knew her very well. There was even talk that she only joined the order because her family wouldn't let her marry him. Anyway, whether he was fucking her right there in the convent, or he just took a lot of interest in scripture, he spent an awful lot of time in Tynitz.
Right, maybe a bit of both.
Oh, he might have been after a bit of both.
Sinning and confessing all in one place. Well, I can see the convenience of it. Anyway, my mother never had strong nerves. Truth be told, her sanity was always shaky. Pa's escapades drove her cuckoo entirely. Then,
Well, that
one
sucks.
frosty December morning, I was woken by screaming and smoke. I looked out the window. I saw my mother there, in the courtyard, wreathed in flames.
Ooh.
Behind her, the stables, the farm buildings, and the tower were burning too. And she just stood there, shrieking with laughter.
Christ.
That's pretty
Sounds
crazy.
like a scene straight out of hell.
Hellish it was, I can tell you. Me and my sister Adela and a few servants managed to get out before the whole place went up. I couldn't get to my father. Or my little brother. Poor lad was only 7. My
Damn.
sister and I were left destitute after the fire. Then my cousin, Adam of Drevich, took us into his castle. A few weeks later, he offered to buy what was left of our estates and sell me a small fortress near Akovnik. It was a great relief. We suddenly had some hope of a future again.
That sounds good.
So I told my sister about it. And it was the biggest mistake of my life. A week later, the two of them announced to me they were getting married.
Oh,
And all that was left of our estates, lands, woods, villages, Adela was to get it all as a dowry.
But surely
Wow.
that was for you to decide. You were the head of the family, right?
Aye. Only I barely had 17 years under my belt, and I'd just lost everything. Of course, I argued with them, and that was the only excuse they needed to kick me out of Drevich too.
wow.
That's pretty harsh.
You're telling me. But I'm not complaining. As my pa always used to say, if you could turn your hand to something, you'll never be lost. I doubt it ever crossed his mind how often I'd remember those words.
Hold on. Did he say his cousin married his sister? I think that's what he just said. We'll continue. How come you owe Sir Radzig?
What about your debt to Sir Radzig? How did that come about?
A twist of fate, lad. I was fighting in the hostilities between the House of Schallenberg and the town of Colleen. Some trade dispute it was, and I fought under the Schallenberg colours. In the end, the two sides negotiated a truce, and I rode to Colleen with the delegation that was to parley there. We stopped off at an inn on the way, and it was there that I met Radzig Kobyla. I could tell at first sight he was a man after my own heart. A likeable rogue, with a sharp mind and a merry soul. We spent the whole night drinking together and talking, and in the morning we set off together, with sore heads, but in good temper, since he was travelling the Colleen same as I was. Only, once we reached the city gates, they arrested me on the spot. Seems the burghers had it in for me, since
Wow.
I'd been making their lives hell for a good 6 months. On the other hand, I was a member of the peace delegation, so by rights, they shouldn't have even looked at me sideways. And then it hit me why Radzig was there. Colleen is a royal city, so he was there to represent the king's interests.
I see. So he was on the other side.
That's right. Anyway, they threw me in a dungeon, and a few days later, word reached me that the Schallenbergs had reached an agreement with the burghers. Only part of the deal was they would give them my head.
What?
And I'd surely have ended my
Wow.
days swinging from the town battlements if it hadn't been for Radzig. He liked me, and he could see it was a dirty trick, so he somehow squared things with the city council.
Well, that's
Lucky for
good.
you.
Yeah.
Indeed. I owe my life to Radzig, and I'll never forget it. He's asked me twice before for help. This is the 3rd time. And how could I refuse him?
And about the members of your band?
I'd like to ask about your men.
Ask away.
Dangler.
What about the fellow they called Dangler?
I've never ridden with a better man, I can tell you. He doesn't say a lot, but for that, he listens all the better. Nothing escapes him.
So he
Okay.
scouts for you.
Not just that. It's happened more than once. I was closing a deal with someone, and Dangler told me after that he didn't like the smell of the fella nearly every time he was right. And the fellow tried to stab me in the back afterwards.
Wow. Sounds like he's pretty good to have. All right. The Bearman brothers.
Those Bearman brothers are quite a pair.
Indeed they are. There's no more mercy in them than in, well, a bear.
Hmm?
If I told them to skewer you on the spot, they'd do it, without batting an eyelid.
Jesus.
Who?
Oh, aye. They'd argue first about which one of them got to do the job. But they're as obedient as a huntsman's dogs. Real soldiers.
Okay.
A pair of them. Reliable. As long as they don't get too drunk. Then there's no keeping them under control.
Who?
But nobody's perfect.
All right, so they do sound pretty decent. Stefan.
What can you tell me about Stefan?
Fletching. For one thing, he's a very resourceful fellow.
How did he come to join your band?
Well, let's just say he was in the right place at the right time. You'll find he has quite a knack for that.
What exactly
Okay.
happened?
Sorry, I'd love to tell you the whole story, but I'd be betraying his trust.
Oh, now you've got me curious. Maybe I should ask him myself.
Sure, why not? Our Fletch does love to converse.
The stone.
What about that dumb one? How did he end up with you?
The stone? Oh, he just kind of tagged along.
Just like that?
Aye, just like that. We were riding from Olomouc to a castle past Kladsko when we ran into him and some other wayfarers camping along the way. You know how it goes. We made acquaintance with them, had a drink or two. Then we travelled on together. After all, there's safety in numbers.
I'm
True.
not sure I'd be thinking that if I ran into you lot on the road.
We might have done some things I ain't proud of. But wayfarers are sacred even for me. Anyway, our fellow travellers dropped off along the way. One in Mohelnitz, one in Schoenberg, and the rest in Kladsko. Except for the stone. He stuck with us the whole way. The fellas kept asking him what he was after. But of course he never said a word. When we were approaching Barsdorf, I ordered the men to get rid of him. I had some business at the castle, and I didn't want any strangers sticking their noses in. Stefan tried to tell him nicely, but he just sat there, staring like he was turned to stone. That's when we gave him the name. Then the Bearman brothers tried to get him off his horse. He booted Jan in the face and knocked him out cold.
Ooh.
Then he jumped down and felled Petter with one punch. A man who can do that is a man you want on your side. So we kept him.
Weren't you worried about having a stranger in your band? Especially one who didn't talk.
No, I figured if he can't talk, he can't tell.
Huh?
Besides, I've had worse.
Alrighty then. And then Jakey.
What about Jakey?
Jakey, that boy will be the death of me. You've got to be tough on him, or he's good for nothing. But I'm fond of him, in a way.
Like a son?
I wouldn't go that far. But I've no family of my own. And unlike those other cutthroats, he seems to me like a good lad.
Well, you're pretty hard on him, though. And the others keep him on his toes, too.
Boy needs a firm hand. I was like him once, and I got the same too.
Sounds like there's a battle going on around here.
We'd end up with a third bear man. And who'd want that?
True. 2 is more than enough.
Alright, so we'll just end the dialogue here, and then we'll go on patrol for the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Maybe consider subscribing if you haven't already, as well as hitting that little bell icon on the channel. That way you stay notified when the videos go up. Alright guys, take it easy. I really hope you enjoyed it. This was a lot more dialogue, but we did have a little bit of combat. So I hope you guys do enjoy it, and consider subscribing for the next episode when we go on patrol with this new DLC. Take it easy, guys.